Yeah. Hybrid. Moving mountains. Listen. Have you ever moved a mountain? Dig to the roots, I pull out my nails for the proof to produce understanding. It's a whole other language, like you suffer from PTSD cause you still feel his presence. I guess that's why I'm still a mess despite my confession. Look, I know I wasn't promised it'd be fine. Take the bread and the wine, it's define and got my head wet, but the beats in my head refuse to stay silent. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Why can't I leave this behind? Look, man. All I wanted was a magic fix, like a hand wave, my God saves, and I'm lost in the praise. But on occasion I'm stopped short by a course, a suicidal thought. Let it run its course and it fades, but it means that I'm finding it harder and harder to pray. Why can't you wish this away? I told my vicar and she recommended therapy. Honestly, it terrified me, cause if I talk I have to face up to what the bad man brought. 13 in a fight on my own front porch, throwing down with a guy who was twice my size. Big man left marks when he won his prize. And the outside healed, but the marks inside me, so I still fight those fights over and over again in my mind until I feel right. But it never feels right, and I know it's a bit of a spiral. Listen, I know it's a bit of a spiral, but I had to man up. So I talked and I cried and I talked and I cried, and I made some stuff and I cried, and my friends invested the time helping me toe that line, and all of my family prayed and I screamed in spades. And then one day that mountain drifted away, like somewhere like a ball and chain. So when it went I was floating away, scars remaining but the toxin fades, and I don't think I thought I would see that day. That's why I believe you can find your way. The view from the other side's worth the wait. I got my own kids now and a house. I'm not very rich and I don't have clout, but I sought that peace, and my daughter's laugh puts me at ease. And I don't need to please these masters I've been free from. Listen, that's the meaning of freedom. I'm just gonna dance. I got space to breathe in and the walls around me never cave in. Even when I wobble and I'm short of breath, I take myself outside for a walk instead. It clears my mind. Sometimes I remember, but the power of the thoughts is less than I remember. Nowhere near done, but I know I'm being mended. That's time plus friends and grace extended, equaling something like a rebuilding inside of me. Survivor with the marks on my heart, but the meaning's changing. The story they tell is rearranging. Tell me another one. That's a sign of the growth that I've been craving. I don't know what your story is, maybe you're not like me, never taking hits, but the fact remains that the trauma stains when the watched or felt, the effect is the same. Now I see a bit clearer, the healing is nearer. But what's your mountain and what would it take to defeat it? Listen. 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 What kind of story would it take to beat it?